few hours ago, got myself a 3090 off eBay. Unfortunately, USPS decided to be a USPS and damaged the card.
As you can see right here, the I/O plate and whatnot in the PCB are severely bent. It actually took me a little while to figure out that, hey, the card was actually bent. But when I messaged the eBay seller, he was like, yeah, if you want to do a return, I completely understand. And what makes it even greater is the eBay seller, when he initially put this up for sale, he set it up as no return. But when he saw this damage right here to the card, he was like, yeah, if you want to return it, I don't blame you. And initially, that was my idea. But I decided to, not decided to, he actually asked to see if the card will still work in one of my computers. So I obliged and plugged it into my computer, and it works completely fine. So then I said, okay, it turns on, it works. I'm going to let this new Dawn deck demo run for about 6 or 7 hours, give or take, and we'll see what happens. The card maintained itself completely fine for those 6 or 7 hours, and I was at the time of where I was going to start packing the thing back up to be returned, because even though it's working, that damage is something I really don't want to have on a card I spent like $900 something on. So I was about to pack it up, and I decided, just for the giggles, to remove the back I/O plate right here to see if the PCB on the card would actually strain back out. And when I went to do that, the PCB actually strained right back out. So then I messaged the eBay seller saying, hey, I removed the back plate just for giggles to see if the PCB would strain back out. And it did. It is possible that I could actually probably fix this and the card will still function completely fine. And is it okay if I do that? He said, yes, go for it. So that's what I did. And it turns out was actually the issue was a metal bar. This metal bar right here got bent in shipping. And I went and unbent it. And basically now the card is working, or looks and works as it should. I mean, it worked completely fine with it being bent like that, but obviously I want it to be unbent. So like I said, I unbent it, and well, it's working completely fine still.
As you can see, that metal piece is fairly straight. It's not 100% straight, but it is far more straight than it was in that photo. So now I have a working 3090, but I need to make sure that it stays working. I have to the 19th, is currently the 14th of when I'm recording this video and hopefully also uploading it. So I have a few days to properly stress test this card to make sure that it actually still works. Because who knows, even though it's working right now, there could possibly be some board level damage that I can't foresee happening currently because I've only had it for maybe 12 hours.
And that's why I'm running the new Dawn Tech demo. I want to fully heat soak this card to make sure that the card maintains working and doesn't just randomly die on me. But as it stands right now, it's working completely fine. And also, I want a space heater. It's like 1 degree right now outside, and this 3090 is a freaking furnace. But in all seriousness though, I need to make sure this card is actually going to maintain itself and actually continue working. So since I have all the way to the 19th to make a final decision, I'm actually going to put my computer out in the kitchen, and what I'm going to do is, when I'm awake, the tech demo is running. When I'm asleep, the computer is off. Rinse and repeat for about 3 to 4 days. And if it doesn't die within those 3 to 4 days, then I'll start actually using it like a normal video card, gaming on it and whatnot, just to make sure it actually does still fully work. Again, the tech demo here, it still pushes these cards to this day, even though it's from 2011. For reference, the 3090 right here is barely getting 70 FPS. My 4080 in my main rig barely gets 90. And of course, this is at 4K max settings and whatnot. That's how demanding this tech demo still is to this day, and also, it's a very appealing tech demo to be quite honest. So, here's hoping this 3090 maintains itself and doesn't die on me, but we'll just have to wait and see. I do have a full video in the process of being recorded right now, but that won't be uploaded until I make my final decision, because who knows, I may need to still record some video for it. I just wanted to make a short little video to upload to my channel, say, hey, I got a 3090, it got damaged in shipping, but it still seems to be working, and that's currently what I'm doing right now, is testing to make sure this card still works. And again, as of right now, it's still working completely fine.